It's kind of funny, isn't it? People think the 44 Magnum is really, really powerful. Yeah, it is in a handgun. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. But in a lever action rifle, it's pretty gentle, I think, recoil-wise, especially when you compare it to the 45-70. There's a spent case from the Henry 45-70 that I was using a few weeks back. Check out the video for that. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a pea shooter in a lever action rifle compared to the that big round. But nevertheless, it does hit pretty hard. Been hitting my steels hard with the Chiappa Alaskan, and that's what we've got right here. Currently on loan, currently in the rat cave on test. Kindly from a Racknload who kindly lent me this to test out and review. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's a slight difference in recoil from that 45-70, but yeah, it's still pretty pokey. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And definitely a lot more economical than those blooming 45-70s. Wow, they are expensive. I don't know what's more painful shooting them, the pain in your wallet or the pain in your shoulder. But yeah, this is the Chiappa Alaskan. Let me throw out some specs, just refer to my notes. So this one is in 44 mag, okay? 16-inch barrel, overall length is 34 inches, weighing in at 5.9 pound. The stock is actually wood, it's not synthetic, same with the forend. It's wood with the soft touch finish. Quite interesting that is. A lot of guns, you know, a lot of air guns, firearms are going this way. It'd be interesting to see what this soft touch stuff is like in, say, 10 years time with a particular gun, rifle, whatever, that's had a lot of sunlight. Would it deteriorate? I don't know. Interested. Would it, you know how sort of rubber and plastic goes when it's had loads of sunlight, it sort of just, I don't know, crumbles. Would that happen with the stuff that they use on the soft touch, or is it like UV treated or something? I don't know, but interesting, very interesting. Back to the specs then. So sights are fibre optic front, at the front I've got bug flying around in here, and a Skinner Express rear. Again, I'll show you that in a minute. Lever action, finished in matte chrome even. 7, I think this is 7+1 capacity, tubular mag, side gate loading. Top ejection as well, just in case you're wondering why the scope is forward. This thing ejects from the top, so you can't have your scope in sort of like the conventional position, so to speak. But yeah, that is pretty much your specs. So let's take a closer look. So for those who are interested, and I forget what the size scope of this is, but it's a little loopy anyway, a little Leupold on there, riding on top with some UTG mounts by the looks of it. Yeah, it's a pretty cool scope, but it was, you know, it's pretty cool. Does the job. Yeah, I've got another rifle actually on loan. I'm kind of getting confused actually. I've got it's not hard, is it, for me to get confused? I've got a Ruger on loan, and I've got a Leupold on that actually. I was kind of getting confused. So yeah, there's a little Leupold on this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd probably, on a lever action rifle, I'd probably have a little red dot myself. But this isn't my rifle. This is on loan from a friend of mine, from a Racknloader, which is really cool. Really cool of him to lend me this, sort of run it through its paces and give you a bit of a rundown on it. So yeah, let's take it from the top then. So obviously it is safety checked. So stock, I mean, it is, you know, it is basically a model 1892, but with just a modern twist on it. But the stock is ambidextrous, pretty plain really. You've got like the hard rubberized recoil pad there. Big loop, obviously you can see that. So with it being the Alaskan, you know, chances are you're going to be wearing gloves if you're in Alaska. But it's not specifically for Alaska, but they call it the Alaskan because it's a rugged one. So yeah, big loop, that'd be obviously if you were wearing gloves, you know, out in all weathers, whatever. That is the reason for that, I'm guessing anyway. Trigger, I mean, and hammer, it's all, you know, standard, so to speak, lever action stuff. Like I said, this one is a side gate loader, loading one. I won't put a live round in, but you get the idea. Push it in like that. And then they eject from the top. That is a bit weird when you're looking down a scope or looking down the sights, you know, you're getting brass sort of jumping out sort of in your eye line. That can be a little bit off-putting, but it is what it is, I guess. You kind of get used to it. I did have one actually, one of the rounds, as I must have been cycling the action slowly. It sort of, the spent case sort of jumped out and then jumped back in and jammed me up basically. But that only happened once. That was probably like 1 in a million chance of happening, but you guarantee it happened to me. Octagonal barrel. So, and look at that, that's a chunky barrel, a little bit dirty as well. But there's your, we're sort of bouncing all around it. Let's just roll with it. We're bouncing around it. So there's the muzzle. There's your front sight, fibre optic sight. I love fibre optic sights, I really do. Those things just drag in the light. It seems like the bigger they are, the brighter they get. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, fore end again is that soft touch rubberized. It is quite nice to touch, pretty grippy. Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like the soft touch. Really quite nice. But yeah, it just bothers me how it all sort of hold up, you know, against the UV light, sunlight. I don't know. It may be fine, might just be me worrying. But yeah, have a look down there in the guts. That's with the lever open. You know, Chiappa, yeah, it's nice. Comparing it to the Henry that I had, the Henry 4570, which looks similar to this. The Henry, I'd say, is a bit better quality. But it's a lot bigger price. Well, is it? Yeah, it's a bit bigger price point the Henry is, but it feels a bit more solid than the Chiappa. But nevertheless, this is a good fun rifle to shoot. Paper punching wise, I didn't really do any. I was just shooting the steel, just, you know, just to make the footage a little bit more interesting. Plus I was only sort of using cheapo rounds. I think these are like PPU. I think they were PPU or Magtech rounds. I think they were. It should tell me actually. What are they? No, don't say. But yeah, they were all right. They were, you know, they were doing the job. They were hitting the steel. That's what it was all about. Make yourself smile by hitting that steel. But that's that front sight. Now I didn't use the sights because, like I said, this I didn't use the front, the open sights rather, because like I said, this is a loan gun from a private owner. So I didn't want to sort of take off the scope or anything and use the sights. You know, I didn't really want to mess about a bit like that. So I just used the scope. Pretty cool. But like I said, I think I would have preferred myself. And I don't own a lever action gun. I never have. But I seem to be bringing a lot to the table recently. But if I was to own one, I think I would put some sort of red dot on it, or, you know, reflex sight or something like that. You know, personal preference, I guess. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, cycles really well. Pretty smooth. Like I said, not quite as refined as the Henry. But yeah, it is what it is. The beauty of this thing as well, while I've got it cocked, let's give the trigger a pull, just to sort of see what it's doing for you trigger snobs. It doesn't look like it's adjustable, so it is what it is, I guess. So let's just give it a trigger a pull, just to see what it'll do, just out of interest. Oh, that's quite not a bad trigger. What's that? 3.5 pounds. 3.5 pounds on the trigger scale. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. You know, crisp, clean. It does what it says on the tin. You know, it's adequate. It's adequate. Can't really complain. Let's show you the other side. You've got like the Alaskan. Sort of like a motif there. If that makes sense. Motif, emblem. It's that a grizzly bear. Looks like a grizzly bear or something on there. That's really cool. But what really is cool about this particular rifle is the fact that it is a takedown. Now, here in the UK, would you really sort of need to take it down and throw it in a backpack? It's not like, you know, you're going on, you know, it's not like you're going up the mountains, is it? You know, we're shooting moose or whatever. Not really going to happen in the UK. The chances are you're going to leave it as it is, locked away in your cabinet. So I guess pretty handy for cleaning and maintenance more than anything. But for you guys that, you know, are able to sort of throw one in your backpack and sort of go off into the wilderness. First of all, lucky you. And, you know, this is a pretty cool option. I'll show you how it strips down. Oh, the curse of stripping stuff down here in the rat cave, especially when we're on camera, you know what it's like. But first of all, what you do, I'll try not to fail, guys. I'll try not to sort of do this let's try not to do this and heavily edit it, so I hopefully sort of do this in one hit. First of all, to strip down then, open the action, obviously making sure it's clear. And then this lever here, you have to sort of open, see this lever? So you sort of open that, it's like just like a locking lever. And then you undo this, I'm tightening it up there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, that's how I remember it. So you undo that, the tube magazine, and that slides out like so. So there's your tube magazine. I'll just sort of show you that. So that's where all your rounds will go, obviously. So that's pretty cool to sort of maintain that if you need to. So there's your mag. Once your mag's off, it's just a case of twisting and pulling apart. And there you go. It is broke down. So there's your barrel. I embarrassed myself with the state of the barrel. Yeah, a little bit dirty. But excellent to get in there and maintain it. Really cool. Obviously it won't lose its zero because the scope is bolted onto the rifle. And everything sort of locks up really tight with, obviously you can see that thread in there and that locking mechanism. Great as well to get into the action and into the receiver to give it a good clean. So I think not only good to strip down or take down, you know, to throw in a backpack or whatever, but ideal for maintenance as well. So that's a pretty cool option. I mean, let's put it back together. Now this is me putting it back together, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. So literally just put it back in like that, close it up, and that locks into position. And then you put the tube mag back in. You see it's threaded there, look. So you put the tube mag in, slide that in, and you're literally just winding that up until it reaches the muzzle. I think that's about it. Probably one more. No, that's it. And then just lock that thing, and that's it. Literally. Yeah, that's right. Is that right? It looks about right. Let's just double check. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that was right. Perfect. That easy. Whew, God, I'm glad I got that out of the way. Excuse me. So yeah, it's an interesting one, guys. If lever action rifles are your thing, you know, Chiappa, not bad. They're coming out with some interesting stuff. I'm not sure how long these have been out. I think they've been out a fair while, I think. But yeah, I mean, I've always said I'm not a massive lever action fan. I'm just not. I think it's, I don't know, I just find them a little bit uncomfortable, if I'm honest. But that's just me. It's my preference. But, you know, it is a nice rifle, and you get plenty of caliber choices with these lever actions, you know. All the pistol calibers, pretty much. Well, most of them anyway. But yeah, not a bad little rifle. Good fun, plinking rifle for me. I mean, like I say, most of you guys here in the UK, you know, will use these for sort of pistol caliber comps, etc., etc. Good hunting rifle. If you're in a country where you can sort of do, you know, wild boar shooting, that sort of stuff. Excellent rifle. And I mean, it's, with it being the Alaskan, I mean, it is pretty much weatherproof, hence the finish, you know, the soft touch, the chrome sort of finish on it, the matte, well, it's matte chrome. You know, that is the idea of it, is basically to make this thing really weatherproof, durable. So, but yeah, that is it, guys. Anyway, it's just a bit of a rundown on the Chiappa Alaskan Take Down. Like I said, these are available. This one is in 44 mag. They are available in 357 mag as well. So just an option for you guys. Just if you like your lever action rifles. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Very nice little gun. I just like the coloration. It's weird. It's like I had a Henry, what was it? The Long Ranger in 223. That thing was stunning. It was a thing of beauty, that was. You know, and I kind of like that with all the nice walnut woodwork and stuff. But then when you get you know, I'll say semi-synthetic, because it is actually wood, you know, with the soft touch, I kind of like that as well. So I don't know what I'd actually, if it was for me, I don't know what I'd really go for. Again, I suppose it depends what you're using it for. You know, if that Henry Long Ranger is more of a hunter, you know, deer stalking rifle. This, I think, you know, you'd be paper punching mainly with it, but here in the UK anyway. But anyway, guys, that is it. That is your Racknload review of the Chiappa Alaskan Take Down in 44 mag. Thanks for watching. See ya.